What are the jumping rules for a back row attack? Have you ever wondered how back row players can make powerful attacks without breaking the rules? Let's break down the jumping rules for a back row attack in volleyball. Understanding these rules is essential for players and coaches alike. First, let's talk about the attack line. This line, also known as the 10-foot line or 3-meter line, runs parallel to the net. It marks the boundary between the front zone and the back zone. This line is crucial for back row players when they are attacking. Now, here's the main rule. Back row players cannot jump from in front of or on the attack line to hit the ball if the entire ball is above the height of the net at the moment of contact. This means if a back row player wants to hit the ball while it is above the net, they must jump from behind the attack line. So, what does this mean in practice? When a back row player jumps to attack, they must have both feet behind the attack line at the moment they take off. If they do this and contact the ball while it is entirely above the net, the attack is legal. However, if they jump from in front of the attack line and the ball is above the net, that is considered an illegal back row attack. Let's clarify a few more points. If the ball is not entirely above the net at the moment of contact, the back row player can attack from anywhere on the court, including the front zone. This means that if the ball is still rising or falling, the player has more freedom in where they can jump from. Referees pay close attention to where the player jumps from and where the ball is when they make contact. It is important to note that shorter players, or those who cannot reach the ball above the net, may not be called for an illegal attack, even if they jump from the front zone, as long as the ball is not above the net when they hit it. A common misunderstanding is that any back row player who jumps from inside the attack line is automatically committing a fault. This is not true. The key factor is whether the ball is entirely above the net at the moment of contact. Recent updates to the rules clarify that if a back row player contacts the ball at the net plane at the same time as an opponent, it is not considered a fault. However, if the contact is not simultaneous, the back row attack rule still applies. To summarize, back row players must jump from behind the attack line if they want to hit the ball above the net. If they jump from in front of the line and the ball is above the net, it is illegal. Understanding these rules can help players make better decisions during the game and keep the competition fair for everyone involved.